Hey everybody, welcome to the Vanguard event here, coming live to you in Santa Ana, California. I'm James Chen.
Hey, I'm Ultra David. This is going to be the first of a series of Red Bull Vanguard events here in Southern California, and it's part of a larger series that's going to be going on throughout North America.
That's correct. And actually, before we get started, I do want to take this opportunity to address the recent shootings at the gay club Pulse in Orlando, Florida. Now, look, there's a big FGC out there, and I know that there are a lot of members of the FGC who are part of the LGBT community in Orlando, so just want to let you know that our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody out there. And, you know, again, FGC, we're all family, so just wanted to kind of address all the people whose lives were touched in that kind of situation. So
just heard about the failed bombing attempt in WeHo in West Hollywood in Southern California, where I would have been but for this event. Keep having a good time over there if you're over there, everybody. I hope you do. Yeah,
absolutely. So, but again, as you mentioned, we are here for fighting games. We're here for some Street Fighter V, in particular this Vanguard event. So how does this work? How does this whole thing set up here?
All right. So there are going to be there's going to be a series of Vanguard events. There's going to be series also in other cities around the United States of America. There's going to be one in addition in Toronto.
That's right.
So each one of those will send qualifiers to the Proving Grounds, Red Bull Proving Grounds in Santa Monica. Winner of Proving Grounds gets a monetary prize, as well as the first through sixth placers will get monetary prizes. And then after that, the winner will be sent to the Battlegrounds, which will be the North American CPT qualifier
for Capcom Cup. That's right. So the way that it works is that there's 5 different events in the United States, right?
Yes.
And this is going to be a series of 4 events, and basically the top 3 point getters from those events will be sent there. Only one person will be sent from the Toronto event to make the 16 players that will be going up against each other at the Red Bull Proving Grounds.
That's right. Most important thing to note, the way that it goes is local events, then you go to Proving Grounds, then winner of Proving Grounds goes to Battlegrounds along with the other people who have qualified there, as well as an additional open bracket.
That's right.
Okay, there you go. That's what this whole general thing is.
Well, if you want to find out more information, check out redbullbattlegrounds.com, and they'll have all the details there for you. And again, just so people are clear, the Vanguard points are separate from CPT points, but that is just to qualify into the Red Bull Proving Grounds that will be taking place in Santa Monica.
That's right. That's right. Not too far away from here. And so, being in Southern California, a lot of the top Southern California players have showed up, but that's not all, actually. Northern California is here, and we have some stragglers who've come in as well. So I can go through the pools. Some of these are stacked, I will tell you that. Before
you
we
were
get
reading
into
me
it.
some of the pools. They all sound like semifinals brackets already.
It's ridiculous.
So, yeah.
We have just about 100 people who have entered. In pool number 1, players include Snake Eyes is in there, Valiant is in there, who does well at Wednesday Night Fights quite regularly. Pool number 2 has Chris King, a good Vega player. That's right. 4 Wood is in there, a great Ryu player.
From Northern California.
Living in NorCal. That's right. Mongola Robocop. I'm not sure if people are aware of him nowadays, but was a really strong ST player, very strong Street Fighter 4 player. I'm sure he's good in this game. He just always is good. Feist is in there as well, and Stupendous is in there. So again, we have some Wednesday Night Fights regulars who are starting to prance out more.
Also starting to travel a little bit more. He was just recently at Combo Breaker.
Yeah, man. Bracket 3, kind of nuts. Arlieth Trolare, who, he went 0-2 at SoCal Regionals.
No, it was at West Coast Warzone.
Oh, I'm sorry, West Coast Warzone.
Yeah.
Fact. And then there was a sub-tournament for everybody who went 0-2, and he won that. And then it was like the very next event he showed up to. I think he got top 16.
Yeah,
So he's a good player. I don't know what happened that weekend, but in any case, he's very strong, former SBO qualifier. Futile is in there, Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah, another strong Wednesday Night Fights player.
And same for Ian Sanity. Kelvin is here from Northern California. Chris G, also in that pool. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you're just listing notables, but that's all the people in one pool.
That's a pool.
Yeah, Chris G, who just won a Wednesday Night Fights with the entire Trinity in that pool. So,
with that sick Guile.
Yeah,
right?
with Guile. So.
Which was awesome. Bracket number 4 has Brent is Cool, Burnout Fighter from Australia is here.
Oh, what? Wow.
There
okay.
you go.
Okay.
Commander Jesse, another good player from local areas. DJ Divine, same thing. Rixta, I'll give him the benefit of I know him.
Tekken player, very strong Tekken player. Very strong Tekken player.
He has been playing this game a lot, actually. Bracket 5 has Black Skills. Clegg Madness, you might know more for Marvel.
That's
Julio from NorCal is here.
There you go.
Fox Julio, Echo Fox Julio.
Actually, technically these days, Julio and Alex Myers are just Cal. Like NorCal, SoCal, whatever. They're just
It's a big
Cal.
place, but there's a lot of roaming
There's
around
just
going on.
Cal.
Yeah, for sure. Nick Tanella is in there. SD Pinoy is in there.
Very strong from San Diego, yeah.
Yeah, bracket number 6. Filipino Man. Good Chun-Li player. Has gotten 9th at EVO two times, I think. 2 times in a row. Illya is there, a good San Diego player. Kizzy K also in that. Paul B is in that. Nerd Josh is in that. He just got top 3 at Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah, just this last
week. Bracket number 7 has Jason Cole. It has, let's see, Rathmatics as well. Another good Wednesday Night Fights player. Bracket number 8 has Alex Myers. It has Bhushan Style. Hung B, who I always talked up in SF4, and it never worked out. So
I wonder who he's using in this game, actually. I'm curious to find out.
I haven't played him in this game yet. Mr. Bitter, Red Bull's Mr. Bitter is here. That's kind of cool. SD Tempest and Sherry Genix is here as well. That was at pool number 8. That was it. Those are our 8. But that's a lot of top players condensed into just a handful of pools. Some of those are going to be real bears to get out of.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, every one of those pools felt like a semifinals bracket already.
Right, yeah.
So we're going to see what happens. I mean, again, in these pools, only 2 people make it out. There's one on winner's side, one on loser's side. They get put into the semifinals bracket. Their position doesn't reset. Stay in winners, stay in losers, and then we get to the top 8 from there.
Yeah.
And it is definitely going to be a lot of work today to get those points for the Red Bull Proving Grounds.
That's right.
But we are going to be starting for pools 1 through 4. And I'm not sure who we have up first. It looks like I see Mr. Julio Fuentes sitting up there.
Ooh, against Nick Tanella?
Nick Tanella, who's actually doing a lot of the work running the second stream, but I guess he's going to try to do a lot of work here on the first stream instead.
Is he laughing at us?
I don't know.
Are we hearable right now?
I think so.
Sick.
So.
All right, yeah. So the scrub Nick Tanella is going to be up there. I don't know if you heard that one, unfortunately.
So. But so Nick Tanella here, going with Nakali, and Julio Fuentes, of course, part of the Trinity known as the Triple Ken players from California.
Yeah, some of the strongest players in North America. Essentially some of the strongest in the world. We'll see how they match up as things move on, but certainly Julio has looked like one of the major threats in the continent.
Yeah, Julio,
as the game starts.
Julio won the Texas Showdown tournament, so I think he already has. That was a ranking event, so I think he already has traveled to that final tournament for the North America CPT qualifications.
Okay, great.
Okay, Nick trying to use the ground pound.
Ooh! Huge jump opportunity, builds the V-meter, something a lot of Nakalis are doing nowadays, focusing more on building trigger ASAP.
Right.
You want to spend as much time as possible in ridiculous mode.
And Julio, of course, playing very rush down. And nice use of that Hurricane to get over the anti-air.
Yeah, that stand jab is one of the better ones in the game, but there's the Hurricane.
Yeah, it just changes the arc just a little bit enough.
Right. So I like the use. Oh, wow.
Oh, knows it's not a true block string.
Right, everybody else lets that rip.
Yeah,
everybody else just blocks. Super almost ready. Ooh, nice.
But it's the regular one, not the EX one. If it was the EX one, he would have been able to take the round with an EX uppercut.
That's it. You have to respect Ken when he has trigger ready from so far away. EX Fireball into activate is plus hugely. Huge advantage. Even on block, let alone on hit.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I mean, if Nick was going to go for that dash up command throw, should have spent the meter for it. Let that rock to make sure you take that round. And here we go. Julio now has Nick in the corner.
Julio's taking some risks as he wakes up, but he's not respecting the fact that Nick might do the same.
Right. And Nick gets out of there with a crouch strong into charge. Charge
Ooh,
not safe on block. Wasn't sure if that was hit confirmed or not.
There's that jab.
Yeah.
No whiff punish on either side. They both have important stand roundhouses to make this work, but they're both slightly negative. Hard to punish though. Gotta be in range.
But so far, I really like how Nick is playing the footsies game versus Julio. Just kind of zoning with that stand medium punch and stand heavy kick.
Well, I'll tell. Oh, okay. He's fishing for it.
Yeah.
See if you can get anything. Big moment. Either way, really.
Ooh.
The 2016 does it.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked how Nick was playing that. Even when Julio was fishing for the V-trigger combo, he walked into range and blocked. Like, he tried to get Julio to activate it so he wouldn't eat a big combo off of it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I like that he was playing in a range that's where Ken can't really throw fireballs, but also Ken's normals are not the best, and I feel like Nikali does control at that range. So I thought he did a good job.
All right, gets the crush. Oh.
Interesting choice.
Could have did a lot more than that.
He definitely could have.
It's all good. Oh no, accidentally walked into Ken's range and Julio gets the back throw.
Oh, he's really insistent on the sweep there. There it is.
Okay. Was ready with the uppercut that time. The jab is the last second reaction anti-air. He, of course, has a legit uppercut.
Good to see that he's interrupting the string, the roundhouse into run. Ooh! Okay, yes, he had it there. Nice!
Oh,
Reset
he goes for a reset and he gets the throw bait.
Ooh!
Missed the... Oh, but fortunately, no punish from Julio.
Yeah, Julio kind of missing one there, but he still has such huge damage potential. Super's ready to go. No, doesn't need it. And really, he doesn't need it. If he gets one more hit, he might be able to take it.
Yeah, it's that
especially in the
corner.
corner.
Yeah, he went right through there, and again, right in his face for another mix-up. Tries to dash in and go for the low.
There it is. Counter hit. Keeping his eye on the ball. Not letting Julio run like that. We've seen him shut that down twice. And as the Ken player, look, you always got to test that, right? It's so nice to be able to do it. You can succeed without it, but might as well test it. It's good to see Nick Tonellis shutting it down.
Like, no matter how punishable it is, you can't be ready for it 100% of the time. You're going to get away with it for a few times. So, as the opponent of Ken, you have to expect him to try it every once in a while, even if you punish it.
Oh, the boy, that's punishable, yep. Julio takes advantage. Super now on deck. Both very damaging. Ooh, interrupting. I like the forward movement right now from Julio. He's not letting Nick build any trigger. Yeah, still. Very insistent about moving.
Nick has the whole trigger, and he always...
Oh, there it is again!
Yeah, he has to be aware that Julio's ready for that. As much as we said that he's got to be ready for that run, Julio's obviously ready for that not block string, and he's uppercutted between it a couple of times now.
I just want to see what would happen if Nick only threw out a Fierce. Would there be an EXDP afterward? I don't know.
Right,
it depends on what Julio's reacting to.
I mean, he could maybe switch to the light one, but the light one is punishable on block, so that's the mix-up,
well,
maybe.
We'll see if he makes the adjustment. It'd be interesting to see where he goes.
Yeah, well, they're both sitting on a full super, and Julio's going to spend it right now to try to close this out as soon as he can. So you see, there's just a tiny bit of life. Of course, Nick now with a full V-trigger and full meter.
Look, Ken is already a jump in away from taking this, so spending that bar made total sense.
Yeah.
Ooh! No anti-air. He tried the jab again. No DP. Again! Again, it didn't work. And again, here's Julio. He's in. Nick Tonella goes out. I feel like he had a bunch of good stuff going for him. And some things he didn't take advantage of, and some things he didn't adapt quickly enough about.
Yeah, I feel like
Julio had those things.
Nick played it really, really well. I really like the footsies, but like you said, just maybe a couple of small things that he was not able to keep Julio out, and that's all Julio needed to take it. So
well, that's what Julio plays for. You know, he plays for those big moments. As Ken, you can look for those. You know, you have so many different ways in, and when you're in, you're so damaging. That you can play like that, you know?
Yep, absolutely. Once again, shout outs for everybody tuning in here to Vanguard, and shout outs to our sponsors, of course, Hori, HyperX, and Arcade Shock, providing a lot of the prizes here and a lot of gear. Yep, exactly. And again, this will all be leading to Red Bull's Proving Ground, so shout outs also to Red Bull for their continued support of the fighting game community.
That's how, you know, we did Red Bull Kumite not that long ago in Paris. It was pretty sick. And I'm really happy with this so far, and this whole series, because it's not like Red Bull's coming in and taking over. They're having Level Up. Here we are. We're on Level Up Live, man. We're not on RedBull.com or whatever. And the other events are similar. It's community folks.
That's
you know,
right,
they're engaging community folks. And I mentioned Mr. Bitter. He's one of the people running that show, the Red Bull thing. He's just here. He's playing. Yeah. There he is. He's competing. You know, it's not like some outside group. In fact, when I visited Red Bull once, when we were visiting them for Kumite stuff when we were practicing, Mr. Bitter and Snake Eyes disappeared for like an hour because they went back to one of their houses and just like played a bunch of Geef mirrors because they both played Geef. Right? So like I'm very happy with it so far. It's fighting game people doing it through this lens of Red Bull rather than some outside group, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, and you mentioned that, different people of the community. So Big E, who runs all of the tournaments in Philly,
Yeah.
NEC, all the events out there, he ran the one on East Coast just this past weekend.
Yeah.
And I think was it yesterday that it happened? It was either yesterday or the day before, but L.I. Joe took that one. So on the East Coast, L.I. Joe has struck first blow, built the most points for the East Coast qualifiers over there.
All right.
So shout outs to Mr. L.I. Joe Chiarmelli.
Yeah, I'm always happy when he does well. Good dude. So there you see Nick Tonella on the top left, back at stream duties. And the players coming up next, Ian Sanity. Been playing Chun-Li since back in the day, relatively speaking.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And certainly has been doing the same in SF5. Chris G, we didn't see that much of until he came here at Wednesday Night Fights. And he won it with Guile.
That's right.
And just with Guile. And I gotta tell you, I really think that character is strong. I really do. I would be very surprised if a character that had buttons like that, space control like that, a trigger like that, damage like that, an EX invincible move, all of those tools are there.
It's funny because Guile was known in the original Street Fighter 2 as like one of the first characters with a 3-hit combo. He was one of the first ones people found it with. And here, if he crush counters you with that Stand Fierce and does a 3-hit combo, you lose this chunk of life.
It's a satisfying amount. I'll
He's
tell you.
so much damage. Yeah. I think Guile is going to get stronger as time goes. Because the thing is, he actually has a lot of interesting normals and to learn to use them properly. But the one thing that I do like what Chris G does and what we saw Justin do at Wizard World is they really use the V reversal a lot.
Yes.
Instead of a lot of people want to save it for the fancy Guile combos, but they use the V reversal a lot to keep people off of him because really getting in on Guile is important. And so every time they do manage to get in, it's like, get off of me, get right out of there.
Exactly, yeah. You see Chris trying to escape right now. Oh, nice movement over that. Still caught there as Chris. So far, I really like how Ian Sanity is playing this. I love the range he's picking out. I love the harassment, and the reaction was genius. If that stomp had worked, he would have gotten the stun.
Yep, and now here comes, here we go, dash, and we're going to see right away, second match on stream. Low strong Sonic jab.
I know this makes you happy, James.
Strong jab.
This makes you happy.
Fierce, low strong,
By the way,
strong jab.
You see him building about half a bar meter during this combo?
Oh, and he goes for the reset.
Look at that red on the top left.
Oh, man. But it was only half-life, so Chris didn't have a lot of meter there for the super, obviously.
Right.
And look, the timer's all the way down to like 33 seconds already. Chris, wow.
You know Ian Sanity is now fishing for trigger activation. There it is.
There it is. Oh, wow, counter jabs, and he's going to get the cross-up short, which he's going to be able to confirm into the flash kick.
Yeah, I was looking for Ian's face because I'm not sure what it is that he got hit because of. What was he doing as anti-air?
Guile's cross-up is not the trickiest cross-up. It's not like an ambiguous cross-up.
But I'll tell you this, it is kind of like Ryu jump short where it has a super strong hitbox below it, so it does beat a bunch of stuff.
Yes. All right, Ian Sanity gets the bird kick combo. He missed it earlier in the first round, and it might have cost him because he would have gotten a knockdown and more damage.
Oh, do you remember when he missed that head stomp for the stun? I mean, that was...
that's right. Oh, gets even under the V-skill powered Sonic Boom. Now here comes that pressure. He's going to be able to get the combo off of that. Into the corner.
Plenty of trigger left right now. He's very dangerous.
Yeah, Chun-Li, that's the thing. Her V-trigger feels like it lasts for an eons. Oh, here we go. And he's going to get the mid-screen one.
Wow.
Sonic, dash up into...
Okay,
he
went
for
knockdown.
The sweep. Interesting.
Escape from Ian Sanity. Very, very well timed, and I love the fireball setup afterward.
It's really interesting because if you go for that mid-screen V-trigger combo into sweep, you actually have less frame advantage than if you just go for offensive roundhouse because it pops them up into the air.
I can see that.
So, interesting.
I guess it's not even a hard knockdown. It wasn't crushed.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Gets the ES Sonic Boom right through there. Now using the V skill to get in.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, It's not the case that you can just see a projectile from Guile and jump. That might be a V skill, and he's holding down charge, my friend.
You never have to stand up to do that V skill. It's so nice.
Try to press buttons in between. Oh, interesting, and you got it right there.
Yeah, and look at that. No meter needed to stop the EX Fireball. It's one of the nice things about Guile. But Ian Sanity trying to get in there.
Chris playing a little bit patiently here, at least trying to get his opponent away during this trigger time. No, he goes in. Interesting.
Wow, he went for it. Flash kick, very dangerous. All flash kicks, even though no invincibility at start on the regular ones, crush counterable on recovery. Nice double throw, but throws him back into the middle.
Okay, and down triggers on deck for Chris, or plenty of view reversal depending on what he wants, depending on how he wants to play this.
Oh, just goes for it. That's so reminiscent of what Julio does with Ken.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, the fireball V-trigger is what gives Julio that kind of situation.
Yes.
And Chris G did the same thing.
That was super good, I got to say. I really like that use of Sonic Boom trigger.
Yeah. And then Chris just went for the easy combo. He's like, you know what? Forget this fancy times. I need to win this round. Let's do it. EX flash kick was enough to take it.
It's really great to see that implied threat that Guile has. You have to be wary about a Sonic Boom in a way that you've never had to against Guile ever. Sonic Boom is a hit. It's not a full damaging combo. Now it is when he has trigger.
Wow, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought of it that way. That's true, because you could walk into Sonic Booms and it'd be like, whatever, but now it's like you're
50
dead.
damage, right?
Yeah,
now you're losing it. A little bit of staggering from Chris. I love the movement.
Oh, wow. I don't even think Chris was expecting him to eat that. I think Ian Sanity tried to do an anti-air. Oh, nice. Gets the counter hit on the stand strong.
Boy, we are seeing such good mobility and such interesting risks from Chris as he plays this. The low into the low. Everybody expects low into overhead. The target chain.
That is Chris's thing. He does low forward, overhead. Like, he will do that a lot. Not to call out his tactics or expose him, but he does that a lot, and he gets the prediction. Goes up right for the throw. Yeah, that EX Sonic Boom makes it so hard to approach him. You have to be so wary of it, and every time you get hit by it, it knocks down now. So it's such a threat.
And we're really seeing a different style out of Chris right now. It's not the patience that where he started with, and for Ian, it's not the offense that he started with either. Chris has been able to mix up his timings and when he goes in, when he goes out.
Ooh, oh, he's too far for the clutch. Nice empty jump.
Ian moving his opponent backwards now.
Oh, he might have been able to flash kick that, but he was just a little scared.
Yeah.
Again, these Sonic Booms are just so irritating to deal with. And you see him throw out the V-skill to bait Chun-Li to jump.
And he's really trying to stay outside of that down strong range from Chun-Li, but here it is, EX.
Walked right into it. Gotta be careful now. Nice.
Yeah, a lot of damage available for Chris. If he finds one of those booms, if he finds a jump in right now, he's going to seal the deal.
Ooh, just activates it, and he just wants to.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Okay, he's just good. He's just trying to kill V-trigger time.
I love these setups that Guile can have. Okay, trigger's gone now, but I love those potential setups he has. Nice! He's a hit away from doing this thing.
Oh, nice! Oh, and he just goes for the EX flash kick. He doesn't care what side you end up on, it'll work. And Ian Sanity went for the hit. Chris G is going to move on with Guile.
I love that setup with the trigger. So after he got the combo, right, he then struck out, looked like Fierce Boom, Jab Boom, right? Because you can do different buttons, different strengths, different speeds. And so if you throw out Fierce Boom, Jab Boom, which I think is what he did, you can make the opponent block, and then you're moving forward, and you can walk faster than your Jab Boom.
Oh, yeah.
And he did it there. He went up for a couple of hits, and if the opponent had hit him, no big deal. The combo breaker boom is coming.
Right.
So he gets a free setup for that. You can also do cross-ups.
Yes.
You can do jerky stuff with that V-trigger. I feel like there's so much. I mean, we're starting to see it explored, obviously, but I feel like there's a lot of depth in that mechanic. I feel like that V-trigger in particular is one of the most interesting, one of the deepest, and potentially one of the strongest in the game.
Dude, I am on record of saying that I think Guile has the most interesting V-skill plus V-trigger set.
Okay.
I think he has the most interesting combination of those two because they even affect each other, right? So you can throw multiple EX Sonic Booms and stuff, you know, in his V-trigger, and I just think it makes him so interesting.
Yeah, he's so cool, dude. I'm so happy what they did with him.
It's such a neat take on the way they made him.
Agreed.
Yeah.
How to make Rainbow Edition Guile into Street Fighter 5.
That's true, yeah. But I mean, honestly, I also like the fact that he activated the V-trigger and just locked her down with Sonic Booms just to burn Chun-Li's V-trigger time, because we talked about how long that lasts. By the time he finished blocking all the Sonic Booms, the V-trigger was just down to like little pixels. So
really good stuff out of Chris. But we're going to move on to the next one, which is a Tekken player versus Brent is Cool.
That's right.
The Tekken player is going with Chun-Li.
Brent is Cool, of course, is another part of the Trinity.
Yeah. Had early success. What do you get? Top 8 at
Final
round, I believe it was. Hasn't really been able to duplicate the same level in the same way that Chris and Julio has, but I feel like he's been on that cusp for a couple of years. In Street Fighter 4 and now in Street Fighter 5 is the same way. And I feel like he's always threatening to break out and become one of the top. Very smart player, studies well, does a great job at helping his teammates.
Interesting punish on the sweep. Just dash up throw from Rixta. Oh, drops the combo though, but he's going to be able to get it here. Yep, there it is.
Oh. Moving forward. Oh, okay, didn't want to take the bet.
Yeah, didn't try to punish that.
Right.
That's not punishable, but, you know, it is the opponent's turn. Rixta knew that. He blocked. Brent took advantage and went for the throw. What's going to happen now? Okay, tries to get in there. And does.
Okay, yeah, I like Rick just blowing that pressure up. Not a knockdown for her, at least, but...
Wow, nice air throw and then a perfect setup on that roundhouse.
What was coming out of Ken? There were flames.
Oh, really?
There were flames. He just lost, and there were flames. Was it Fierce TP? Was it maybe 3-frame Hurricane Kick?
Maybe,
I don't know.
yeah. Nice. Always tricky thing about Chun-Li is she can kind of... She's the only character who can do a neutral jump special move. So it's a little bit tricky when she neutral jumps. She can change the timing of when she comes down. Oh, not fast enough. And again, Brent's aim on that EX Hurricane from the air has not been good. He's gone over Rixta's head a couple of times. There it is. And he goes for the mix-up.
Wow.
And a great air throw once again.
Interrupted it this time. Too far away, not punished.
Yeah, Rixta didn't react.
Scramble.
Yeah, Rixta did not react to the whiff throw fast enough.
Final round.
But I really like how Rixta is playing. I know he's been playing the game a lot. You know, jokes aside, I know he's been playing Street Fighter 5 a lot, and he's always been a talented player at whatever game he plays.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's still kind of, you know, he claims that he is still the Tekken Ball true champion. So, you know.
That's a good punish right there. Going for a throw is not a good idea because the Ken can tech it, but if you have a button out, then he's not going to be able to block that.
Okay, good punish on the whiffed air lightning legs. Gets for the cross-up.
A lot of blocking, a lot of patience from Rick.
Yeah, Chun-Li, I mean, here's the thing. Her back roundhouse is a great cross-up anti-air. I haven't seen Rixta use that. I don't see a lot of Chun-Li's use that. They kind of get married to the stand light kick and forget that that back roundhouse exists, which is super good.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have an embarrassment of riches as a character.
Yep.
Maybe you leave one of your treasure chests on the side.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
I forgot about that other amazing button that I
Will he
had.
spend it? Oh, he doesn't. Okay.
Oh,
Rick
just
coming in.
free jumping.
Oh, no
Ooh, that
punish.
was such an opportunity. That's
That's
punishable, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, Rick, I think, left a little bit on the table there. Obviously, that was a mistake. He did have the super ability. You know, he could have had legs into super if that's what he wanted to do. A couple things he did that I found were interesting was his use of the V-skill, right? The forward jump as Chun.
Yeah.
He did it at almost point blank twice.
Yeah, almost like as a frame trap.
Yeah, that's how it seemed, yeah.
All right, gets a throw. Oh, wow. But, you know, again, establishing uppercuts early in the round is always a nice thing because the amount of damage the opponent can exact on you without any meter, much less. Brent has been winning a lot of those air-to-airs. Oh, and just as I say that, Rixta gets it that time.
Yeah, I feel like they've been going pretty much back and forth on that.
Oh, here we go.
pressed buttons there.
Confirmed it, too.
Yeah, but it's just an unusual situation to press a button in.
Nothing after the target combo.
Oh, no. Couple of airs from Brent. Does he get punished well? No!
Oh, but he's going to be able to get it off of that the Tor's roundhouse.
Okay, yep. 1, 2.
So much damage.
Oh, that's it. Yes. Very tough to jump out in a situation like that.
Yeah, and again, a lot of Ken players are always like, why do commentators always say Ken does so much damage?
Are you serious?
And it's one, because it is a lot of damage, and two, because it's the situations that everybody else, when they hit you with that, get a lot less than Ken gets off of his, like a throw bait, you know.
That's punishable. Oh, okay. Well, a couple of errors there. No!
Oh, wow.
Wow, what a scramble. They're going to have to settle it down just a little bit. Or no, maybe Rickson wants to keep it
Third
going.
time in a row.
Maybe Rickson thinks that's going to be to his benefit if he keeps doing stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, and he should be able to take the round. There it is.
Sure enough, so that scramble situation did pay off for Rick. Maybe he wants to keep it going quickly and nutsy.
And it's interesting, too, because Brett kind of backed off on his wake-up, and he didn't have any meter left for that EX bird kick. So Chun-Li really didn't have any wake-up option in that particular situation. Oh, wow. Towards roundhouses. Oh, there was... I'm going to call it the CD Mani.
Yeah, man. It's definitely the Manny setup. Overhead a couple of times. Oh, the button! Not interrupted in
and
time
here
by
comes
Rick.
that damage. He's got 1 meter. He's going to spend it. It is enough. Brent is cool. Advances. Rixta heading towards the loser's bracket.
Again, like with Nick, I felt like Rixta did a lot of good stuff. He was not out of that. There were a couple of errors here and there. Maybe he didn't maximize this or that, but for the most part, I mean, he's a strong competitor. And I think that says something about the level of play that's here today. We mentioned how many good players are there. A ton in each pool. Even this guy's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? I mean, obviously, we're a little biased. We're here in SoCal, so we're going to talk up SoCal players, right? But if you're coming to Wednesday night fights every week, and there are averaging 100 players every week, this is just for a weekly tournament that starts at like 9:30 at night and runs till 3 a.m.
Yep.
If you're going to have an average of 100 players, you're going to get good.
Yep. Yep.
Especially if a lot of the stations later on become casual stations, because then you're playing these people all the time.
Yep.
So,
which they do.
Yep. But one guy who's been suspiciously absent from the recent Wednesday night fights, Mr. Red Bull Snake Eyes.
Right.
You see there on the left.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with that. He hasn't done as well in big tournaments as he would like in Street Fighter V. He started out fantastically when the game first came out. Last couple months has not been like that.
Yeah.
And I think there's been a little bit of soul searching on his part. Do I leave Geef?
Right.
Probably. That's what he's been doing so far. Do I go to Alex? Do I go to Ryu? Is there a Mika in there? No, I mean, we're going to have to see what he does today. I just haven't seen him play in a tournament in a little while. I'm not sure what he's going to sign up with.
I mean, Zangief always has this curve. He starts the games very strong. Every time a new game comes out, it's always like, why is Zangief so good? And then he dips because everyone starts figuring out he's not that good.
Yeah.
And then he kind of goes back up once people find the new technology for Zangief.
You're right.
It's the Zangief curve. It happens every game.
You're right.
And I don't feel like that's something that Snake Eyes is trying to go through right now. So like you said, he's been using Alex. He has been using Ryu a couple of times. I don't know if this is a button check or if this is an actual match here.
I like Ryu for him. I've seen him play Ryu.
Dude, you can play Ryu like a grappler in this game. That's what you do.
I sure do, James. So it is going to be a button check versus Pragmag, but he can be played that way. He can be played in your face. He has a lot of good normals. You can play him reactively. You can play him patiently. But if you see somebody like Tokido play, there's a lot of forward movement, a lot of risks being taken. Even Daigo now is playing that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw when he was playing against, I forget who it was, but the Nash player, and he did 3 consecutive, it was Infiltration.
Yeah,
he did 3 consecutive meaty hurricanes.
Yeah, that's right.
So people are taking risks with this character now, and I feel like that is a great style.
Yeah. It's to beat the jump tech, the jump OS tech.
That's right.
The meaty hurricanes.
That's right.
But also Ryu, once he gets a throw, he has good throw loops in the corner. So
he's a good character, and you can go in with him. Yeah, immediately goes in. If you haven't played against Snake's Ryu before, you might be thinking, oh, here's a patient mid-range player. He can do it. He has great footsies, but he wants to go in. At his heart, he wants to be in your face.
And what a great start for Snake Eyes. But here we go. Finally, Pragmag gets in there one time. Nice backdash out of the EX command throw. That's usually something you want to save a little bit towards later. Pragmag throwing that, using that right away. And again, just like I said, he's just going up there a couple of times, getting those throws. So yeah, I do like this character switch. He did play some Evil Ryu as well in Ultra.
And if you remember, the way he played Evil Ryu was to jump in on people. He wasn't playing mid-max range footsies. That wasn't his style. Again, he can do it. And that's part of why the jump-ins work, is that threat. But he wants to be jumping in and moving forward and throwing you and doing stuff.
One of the nice things about Ryu is, remember when, before the game came out, everyone kept seeing all these anti-fireball V-skills, and we're like, Ryu's never going to be able to throw fireballs anymore. And here he is. He's just chucking plasma all over the place.
Yeah, man.
It's not just Snake Eyes, but Tokido and Daigo and all of them playing very fireball-heavy games still.
It's a good tool.
Using that jumping light kick to get in. Pragmag has just not been able to have an answer to this fireball game so far. It's just this zoning from Snake Eyes has been working exactly as Ryu wants it to be played.
And part of why that's working is that he's also going in. It's not just that he's playing away. It's that he's doing an interesting mix-up between whether he jumps in, whether he dashes forward, or whether he stands at range and throws a fireball. You know, he's forcing, just like this, he's forcing the opponent to respect that range. Because at any moment, Pragmatic now, I think, believes that Snake Eyes could move forward and attack him. And so Pragmatic,
just like that.
Yep.
And again, dash forward throw.
This is really beautiful display by Snake Eyes. I really like this.
And he gets the stun. Ryu, tons of damage. Strong, low fierce, uppercut. Is this going to be a perfect? Almost. Oh, double overhead, and it avoided the throw. Yeah, because the thing is, the more Pragmag tries to get in, those are the moments that Snake Eyes will switch it up from defense to offense. You know, and it's been working out for him.
And as a Geef player, you have a pretty good understanding of when it is time to jump on a Ryu, right? Because you've done it a million times. And so for somebody else, you're playing against them, you know what they're looking for, because it's what you look for. You already know it.
Double slap. V reversal, trying to get Snake Eyes into the corner. Missed.
Yeah, we're seeing some missed ranges. Oh no, we could have.
Yeah, I could have gotten a lot more out of that.
Well,
I think Snake Eyes was reading for a bolt charge there.
Yeah, got to get something. Okay, at least Pac-Man gets the knockdown. No, tried to press a little too hard.
Oh, goes in for the throw. What's the next mix-up? Goes for the standing roundhouse. Yeah.
Well, very convincing by Snake Eyes. I love the play. I love the dancing. I just thought he played that to a T.
Interesting. So Snake Eyes disappears for a while. Maybe this is what he was doing. He was just sitting there building up this Ryu.
Yeah.
And getting himself ready, getting himself back into the swing of things, and didn't want to show people too much until he can get some points here for getting to the Red Bull Proving Grounds.
Yeah, well, he looked pretty good. You can see Filipino Man coming up now, as well as some of the other competitors.
Yes.
Rathmatics and Brent. A couple of other folks. A NorCal player as well. In Alex Myers. So Illya versus Filipino Man.
Illya, another one of the great players from the San Diego region. A lot of strong players from the Illya's very strong. Has he moved up here, or is he still in San Diego?
I am not sure, but I remember seeing him pretty regularly at Wednesday Night Fights with Akuma in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, he would take a couple of the Wednesday Night Fights that he was here.
He's a good player.
Yeah. San Diego, a lot of talented players there. Viscant's also there, too. Shoutouts to him. But he's going to be going up against Filipino Man, as you said, a very strong player. And so far, interestingly to me, Filipino Man has continued his really strong play. Still has the problem where I feel like he gets nervous and kind of panics in situations. You can see matches. I still remember at SoCal Regionals in the match versus Xiaohai. Remember, he basically had Xiaohai on the brink and really tried to win by spending all of his meter.
Yeah.
And then after he lost that one, it just kind of fell apart from there. I feel like that's still a little bit there, but always a strong player, always a threat at all these events to go far, especially when he's in his comfort zone here in Southern California.
Yeah. Agreed. SD Illya is going with Ryu. It's what I expected.
Fight.
Most of the Akuma players have gone to Ryu, which makes sense. So Filipino Man establishing a forward movement. I like Illya shutting it down. I wonder how Illya is going to want to play this. Oh, well, so far very patiently, reactively. Buttons time. No, he doesn't take the risk. Not really much of a risk even as Illya to press buttons there. No meter on Filipino Man's side at the time. Blocking correctly. Yeah, presses buttons there more safely.
Oh, yeah, he gets in.
Big jump in.
Huge.
Not quite death. Filipino Man on the ropes, though.
Well, here comes Filipino Man as an opportunity to go for a comeback, but mistimed his meaty. Illya waking up with the stand jab is able to get the trade. Works out in his favor. Takes round one.
At this point, everybody's starting to figure out what everybody is safe on after knockdown into dash.
Yeah.
What do you get? You get a dash, you get 2 dashes, or are you -2, +3? Like, everybody's starting to figure this kind of stuff out.
And it's funny, too, because even on negative situations, a lot of people are still so habitually accustomed to dashing when they get that knockdown in situations where they could be punished.
Yeah, those dashes are pretty quick on startup, but the whole length of them, you know, They're reactable.
Yeah.
They're definitely reactable.
Oh, he tried to parry. I saw the parry just a little bit too early. And again, a lot of people like to use the V reversals in response to the V trigger activation to not give them that giant frame advantage.
I really like this from Illya right now. Oh, bad jump. Maybe we'll see. Nope, shut down just like that. Going
Illya
in, changing it
on the
up.
verge, gets the overhead, and Illya is going to take game 1.
So good that he changed it up right then. He had been playing this ranged game, this patient game. All of a sudden, jump in. Didn't get the hit, but I like that it caught Filipino Man off guard. So game 1 going to San Diego.
Yep, again, killers all over the pools here. Filipino Man already going 1 game down here against Illya in what could be a first or second round match. Let's see if he can make the adjustment and make a comeback. Now, a lot of people, when they were talking about Chun-Li being the strongest character when the first game came out, the first character a lot of people talked about being a good matchup against her was Ryu.
Yeah, there's some people who believe that Ryu's the best right now. We'll see how that all plays out.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, yes! Genius, and full damage on this. Look at that. Ooh, that was really good stuff. Filipino Man trying to be slippery.
Oh, no anti-air. Just got caught off guard by that jump. Gets the throw, risks it, goes in for it.
Well, he had seen some blocking out of Illya. Now he's getting the mix-ups right.
Yep.
Instant air over the throw.
Again, those stand jabs from Ryu on wake up.
Is that it? Not quite. He needs something else. Instant overhead takes it.
Whew.
Remember, that's what Ian wanted.
Yeah. That's why I was like, whoo, when I saw it, because I've seen so many Chun-Li's like we saw with Ian earlier lose entire matches because of that.
Yeah.
So Filipino Man taking his first game. Just looks like he's just trying to play. Oh, he's going in for those jumps a lot.
Yeah, you can really tell. Very offensive play. Intentional movement.
Oh, that should do it. Oh, he's too far.
Not punished well at all, and that's a big mistake from Filipino Man.
Yeah, he went for the link, but it was, again, too far for Filipino Man that time. Wasn't going to get the combo. Now Illya at match point.
What a punish.
He is SD Illya, so I am going to assume that he is in San Diego still.
You can see Illya starting to take a lot more of the initiative here. Whether he's on offense or defense, he's moving more, he's reacting more, buttonsing more.
Activates, and again, now Ryu is -2 on his V reversal.
Oh, the overhead works.
Oh, not combo into super, really? I would imagine he would have went with lightning.
Maybe he'll keep it for some kind of reaction situation.
Right. Oh, wow, that light kick worked. There it is. Boom.
Staying alive, staying in winners, I should say, as Filipino Man. Illya on the left there, thinking about it a little bit.
Yeah, before it looked like a murder face in between game 1 and game 2. Now it looks more like a concerned face for Illya.
Bit quizzical there.
Almost like, what changed that time? What happened?
Yeah, it seemed. I liked some of the stuff that he was doing. Like I said, thought he looked great in the second round.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Filipino Man's trying to engage on the ground a little bit more, but he is not being discouraged from jumping in. You know, that shades of Combo Fiend, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know, because Combo Fiend could get uppercut 9 times in a row, but then the 10th one gets over a fireball and he wins a game off of that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's how he used to be. You could not train him, and I feel like that's kind of what Filipino Man is doing here as well.
Well, again, he's consistently moving forward, and he's pushed Illya to the back. Didn't believe that there would be full Denjin. He was right.
Oh, no.
I love the screen movement. That was really good. Like, he holds it. Yeah. Because he saw Filipino Man just not believe it right before. Why not go for it?
Again, lots of wake-up buttons from Illya.
Yeah, he really is. Oh, okay.
There he goes.
Confirm. What can Filipino Man get? He needs something else, clearly.
He gets him. I don't know what it was that Illya tried to do, maybe uppercut or parry, but...
Yeah, could have been parry, stand jab, I don't know.
Remember, parry does have 2 frames of startup, so it might have even been just a tiny bit too late.
It's not brain dead to time it against legs. You have to get the timing pretty close to exact. And the Chun-Li player can change the legs timing just briefly. Not even intentionally, necessarily.
Right. Sometimes that's the hardest one to predict, is when they're not controlling it intentionally. Oh, punish him.
Okay. Filipino Man misses it, giving Illya a chance. It's match point Filipino Man.
Oh, wow. Didn't walk enough out of range. Tried to bait the throw attempt and just got thrown anyway. Filipino Man not with enough meter to super through any fireballs. Good timing on that fireball.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not working out. Illya needs to change that up.
And too far for Illya to punish that spinning bird kick. He went with strong. He went for damage.
Oh, wow, that was so good. Filipino Man is going to take it. I really like that. Look, the idea from Illya, you understand it, right? I think that's a reasonable choice considering the two mix-ups from before with the Hado, right? Whether you would charge it and release it and so forth. Interesting idea, but it was just scoped out. Either scoped out or very quickly reacted to by Filipino Man.
And great that Filipino Man had the punish all ready to go, especially with the crouching strong. Because I think even if you had let go of the fireball, she could probably still make it under.
She definitely can.
Yeah.
Was it fast enough? I don't know.
Right, exactly.
That's the only question, but certainly she can do it.
Well, Filipino Man is going to move on after losing that first game. I definitely like the adjustments and the clutch factor from him. As we mentioned, it can be a weakness of his, so good to see him overcome that here in the first game. Easy to get nervous in a first game like that.
But so far, I've liked a lot of the losers, too. I think that this has been close so far, right? Like, it has not been blow-ups yet.
Oh, yeah. Every match has been super close.
Yeah.
And prepare for Victory.
Oh, yeah? Is Vic Vance coming back?
Yeah, I know. Old third strike player.
Nobody knows. Oh, you mean Warcraft player. Yeah, the World of Warcraft player, Vic Vance.
Reference to Samurai Showdown 2 when you win. That's what it said, Victory.
Indeed, indeed.
But save 15% store-wide. Use the coupon code Vanguard. Valid only today.
Okay, well, get it while you can. That's at arcadeshock.com. Bunch of good stick and related tech at arcadeshock.com.
That's right. And if you can see a lot of the sticks that you can get from over there, you can get a lot of the Hori products here. Of course, Hori also a sponsor here. You see $150 for the Wrap 4. If you want the monstrosity Vulix premiums, you can get those for $300. Those things, they're not moving.
Yeah, if like me, you like weight in your sticks, then those are a really good choice. Whenever I've built a stick myself, I've always put a ton of weight in it because I like it not moving around.
It's why old school players play on the floor, if people are wondering. Because when you play on your lap, when you hit up on the joystick moves.
Yeah, a little bit.
Once you get used to that, it's fine. But we're used to playing on arcade cabinets where the joystick didn't move anywhere. So you play on the floor, so it stays placed a little bit better. So if you're used to that kind of things, those Vulix Hori sticks.
That's your thing. All right. Bhushan style against RN Alex Myers.
Yep. Bhushan style used Guy before, so not surprising that he uses a run character here. Big punish time, but very minor punish.
Yeah, really could have been more significant.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been a ton of damage, but could have been more. Nice scope by Alex, but no buffer.
Missed a dive kick from Alex, but not hugely punished.
This is a lot of buttons and movement from Bhushan style so far, and very little of it from Alex Myers.
Oh,
even when he finds the hit, there, and when he had the crouching medium kick underneath fireball cancel. Oh, we're seeing a few misses here from Alex. Okay. All right.
Damage. Yeah, he's gonna save it. Tries to go for the mix-up. Went for an empty jump, but Bhushan style had some low jabs ready for him.
Bhushan style mixing it up well. 2 whiff throws from Alex Myers.
Look,
I don't know.
Rashid is one of the best characters in terms of that throw bait, because on a neutral jump, most characters can't punish the whiff throw very easily, but Rashid, his neutral jump is so fast and his fierce hits so low.
Oh, wow, that's great. I haven't seen that interaction between these two characters. A lot of people do the V reversal out of that situation. I guess that's not available for Cammy.
That sucks, but them's the breaks.
Yeah, good to know.
Oh no, and he corners himself. He went for the cross-up, so he's going to use the V-reversal to get out. That's one of Cammy's strengths. Oh, sick!
That was some good awareness by Bhushan style. I really like how he's playing on this.
Okay, goes for the reset. Yep, stays in the front. Bhushan style thought he was going to go into the back.
Where's Bhushan style going? Waited. Just waited, really.
A little bit too long, though. She had started blocking before he went for the cross-up.
Yeah.
Wow!
Very smart scope.
That is bravery learned from Sakura Wake Up Standing Fierce in Street Fighter 4 right there. All right, gets the confirm off of the far stand strong. Again, confirm is where Cammy shines, is when she gets you. She has Oh, gonna get, no invincibility.
It's not actually invincible, yeah. But still, I'm kind of surprised at that interaction.
Yeah, I'm surprised it just didn't hit him before it came out in time.
Exactly, yeah. It's pretty much gone. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
All right, so Bhushan style taking this round right back.
I really like his movement. I like what he's fishing for. Look at the orange on Alex Myers' side.
Okay, I've seen a lot of camis do that kind of thing. Okay, EX uppercut, yeah.
Alex Myers is a hit away from doing it. So is Bhushan style, though. If he can find something else. In fact, even Chip is close. There's no trigger.
Oh, too far for the throw.
No view reversal on Alex's side. Did he try to chip it out there? I don't know.
Yeah, yes, he did try to chip it out. Yes, off of the low forward.
Yeah, really little that Cammy could have done in that situation.
I wonder what would have happened because I don't think he got there early enough for a V skill. Like to try to get behind him.
No, I don't think he was there at all for
I don't think he was early. Because it is projectile invincible for a lot of the hops, so it might have gotten through there, but
I think that would have been earlier if it,
Now, Alex Myers does have a Nash, but apparently not going to go with that. Going to stick with Cammy.
Not going to see it. He's going to have to pay attention to that movement and the buttonsy style from Bhushan style.
Yeah, he's got that low jab, stand jab a couple of times. He's really got to hit confirm that. It's harder because it's only 2 buttons instead of 3 like we're used to in most games. But it is possible. Oh, wow. Using hooligan dive. Trying to get in there.
I really like this now. We're not seeing missed dive kicks. We're seeing much more insistent approach.
There you go. That will beat wake up buttons. Forward throw in the corner into knee bullet will beat wake up buttons. So good stuff to Alex. Catching Bhushan style with that.
Took a risk. Does he get something better this time? Yes.
Wow. Okay. Goes for it again. That's actually very common now in Street Fighter V. Go for the uppercut, get punished badly, go for it again.
A mix-up is so important.
Yeah.
You have to establish it either way. Much more cautious right now is Bhushan style. Look at the fewer buttons he's hitting. Look at the more time he's spending away. Yeah, I wonder if those DPs did the trick. You know?
And there's one of Cammy's strengths here. She's so good in the corner, so once you corner her, you have to be careful about that V reversal. Oh, saw the counter hit, was able to confirm.
Hey!
Oh, here we go. Oni gets the continuation.
Oh, no!
Get out of there.
But can you get anything up?
Oh, he did? But then just went for the throw after the towards medium.
I don't think... Oh! I'll tell you, not everybody, a lot of people jump back on reaction to Rashid V-trigger, and I feel like that's a risk. Why not block it out there? Sure, you have to block. He's going to be safe on it, but why take the risk? I'm not sure.
Ooh, that crouching fierce. So good. So much range, so plus. Oh, try to get in there with that V skill. Good blocks from Bhushan style. Air to air. You see him, he was trying to bait out the uppercut from Cammy.
I really wanted Alex to start doing something about those.
Gets under. Oh, nice! Using the jump strong, which hits lower.
Again, I think that's the second or third time we've seen Bhushan in that exact situation do the EX.
And there, Alex definitely didn't. Oh, he's going to be able to confirm off of that. Going to go for the uppercut. Not quite enough to kill just yet.
Okay.
Interesting.
Went for some unconventional stuff.
Yeah.
But I did like the use of the hooligan both there and before. He got in to the hooligan dive kick a couple of times.
Yeah, the EX hooligan is nice because it tracks. So even at the closest ranges, if you don't do the dive kick, it lands close enough that the slide will hit, or you can whiff the throw into a ground throw. Regular hooligan really doesn't give you that kind of a thing. Oh, he tried to go in for that V skill.
Will Bhushan style go in hard? I'm not sure.
Look at that. He did a corpse.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, no counter hit, so ain't gonna combo. Again, same mix-up. Bhushan style's fallen for it twice now. And again, it's interesting because Alex seems like he's willing to corner himself with Cammy because he knows he has the V reversal to switch it back.
I'm pretty sure that's not what he meant to do, but Bhushan style's doing all right. Has the corner for himself. No wake-up DP from Cammy. The V reversal is there. Will he take the second one? No, just blocking it out.
EX uppercut very fast.
Oh, what?
Oh, he
and
could have
no
juggled. But it doesn't matter. He gets the overhead, and he takes the round anyway.
He gets it anyway. Don't you think he could have just done the fierce mixer?
Oh, yeah. Definitely could have. I just don't think he was. Maybe he was thinking it was going to hit more than once, so.
What
always
an
tricky.
interesting situation. So Cammy's own V-reversal has a couple of times put herself in a bad situation.
It actually seems like the V-reversal's not as... Oops, missed the dive kick. The whole time he had been going for the cross-up, I felt like he was setting up for that dive kick, and then the dive kick didn't come out. Very unfortunate for Alex. Okay, I've seen that from Xiaohai so much. Stand light kick in the throw is like a perfect timing. I saw Xiaohai do that a bunch of times, and so few people can tech that throw properly. It's a really good sequence, and I think Alex Myers, I don't know if he saw it before Xiaohai, but he's definitely using it as well.
Well, for both players now, it's match point. Bhushan style sitting on a full super, but Alex Myers gets the hit again, and he's a hit away from taking the stun.
That should do it.
Well, he's not going to get the kill yet, but he's
trying to build up the meter for the super.
Oh! Huge miss.
He was looking at his meter, so he missed the combo.
And he got hit, and the reset. Bhushan style coming in now. He has trigger left. Looking for crush. What's it going to be? Will she get through?
Yes, she does.
Wow, is that
enough? It is enough. Wow, Alex Myers. That one time you forget she has that super.
It's a pretty fast super, James.
Yeah, it is. Look, in my opinion, I think it might be the best super in the game.
Okay.
I really do. It's so useful in so many different situations, and you just have to be ready. There's a lot of moves that feel like they're safe on block, like Guile Sonic Sight, like Alex Elbow Slash. That super punishes every single one of them. Like, you have to know if she has that meter, because all of a sudden it's like the new Chun-Li super. Things that were safe before are no longer safe when she has that super.
Not to mention it can escape, not to mention it does pretty good damage, confirms.
Can Chase jump backwards,
jumps back, yep.
It's a really good super. It's super good.
Sure
no pun intended.
I think that actually wasn't intended.
No, it wasn't.
It actually wasn't.
Because I say that all the time. It's super good. I say that all the time.
It is good. Yeah, I do too. Anyway, Alex Myers moves on. Bhushan Style's going to be kicking himself on his trip through losers because of that V-trigger.
Oh, we saw Julio Fuentes earlier on stream. He won, and he is going up against Javi, not to be confused with Texas Showdown TO Javi. Julio Fuentes on the right, part of Echo Fox.
I just saw a tweet from somebody earlier today saying that Rick Fox was at a League game, League of Legends, and that he was really into it, like visually into it, leaning forward, gasping, like excited.
Shoutouts to Rick Fox. Dude.
You know, this stuff is not a joke for him.
No,
he's into it.
Yeah, it's not like he's like, I want to get in on this. Let me form a team and let these guys run it. No, he's in it.
Yeah, his son was really into it, and that's how he got involved. And now he's actually into it. It's great to see. Super
cool. And I like the fact that he's gotten Shaq into it as well, and they have a little rivalry going.
Shaq on owner for energy.
Yep. There we go. Gets the combo. Oh,
the little trick. Javi staying alive. No, he stays in the corner.
Yeah.
Very timid approach. Very footsie heavy approach, really.
That's a good approach when you're Chun-Li.
it is, but she also has great pressure.
Yeah. But you
gotta
see
do
that
both.
Julio so far, out of all of the three Trinity members, definitely. Yeah, you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of that. I've seen that happen too many times now.
Sean has a ton of strengths, but the crush is maybe not one of them.
Yeah, back fierce lightning legs, unfortunate. Like, you feel like she should be able to get like craziness, you know? But I was saying about Julio earlier, I feel like out of all the three Kens, he uses Jump Hurricane the best. Like, you saw him get past Chun-Li's stand light kick, which basically covers the entire galaxy, above her.
It just sucks in his hurt box, so it is a really important tool for him.
I do like some of the footsies that Javi is playing.
I agree.
He's doing a really good job with that.
But overall, I was gonna say, overall, I feel like he's a little timid with them. I think he's picking some good spots, but maybe if he was a little bit more active or if he was willing to play this style, okay, I'm happy to see him do it for a little bit there.
The other thing I want to say is I would like, okay, here he goes. Okay, not gonna, he didn't have the meter for the super. Oh no, he thought he was going under. Stayed in front and still managed to take it. One thing I would like to see from Javi's game, I would like it if he threw less fireballs. There's a couple of times already that Julio's jumped in there. Now, I feel like Chun-Li can drop fireballs from her game and not suffer as badly as some other fireball characters, but Julio's gotten in like 2 or 3 times already over fireballs, and that has caused Javi a lot of damage.
That anti-air finally works. I wonder if Julio pressed the jump kick, though. I don't know if that was a hurricane. He might have thought that the mix-up was in. Okay, Javi, yes, still fighting from that exact same spot. And again, strong spot, but she also has really good up-close pressure.
Nice! Stayed crouching, knew he had the charge for EX bird kick to punish that very common Ken mix-up.
Yeah, Julio jumping in with a kick this time. It wasn't the hurricane. Javi playing patiently the block. Julio immediately pressing buttons.
-2 on, but that should be able to do it.
You know it. I know it's difficult to try to play a more active contain against somebody like Julio. You know, we've all been there. You're worried about uppercuts. You're worried about the fact that this character does so much damage that you're playing against. But you gotta fight in that anyway. You have to fight through it. Yes, this is the kind of thing I'd love to see more from Javi. Will he go in now? Okay. And backing off? Oh, okay, but he is coming in for the stab, and I think that's a big part of why he has the life lead
again,
right now.
I was just about to say, I like that he wasn't throwing fireballs anymore, and he throws one, and that's exactly when Julio jumps in again. Boy. That's 2 fireballs in this round now that have cost him over half his life and all of the screen position.
Just why not stick it out, right? Look at the damage on that again!
Oh. Thunder kick, oh no.
No, he's just playing patiently, looking for one last hit, and of course gets on through with the hurricane again. That stand short anti-air was there every time. Sometimes he did get the anti-air when Ken jumped in with a whatever it was that was not hurricane kick. But when it was hurricane kick, it got through 100%.
Well, see, again, I feel like that might be a back roundhouse situation for Chun-Li.
She does have other tools, right?
Right.
Back fierce is in there, back roundhouse is in there.
It's just that everybody in this game, you know, from the Kali users to Alex users to Chun-Li users, have built that reaction now to hit the button really quick. Even Zangief users, they try to jab you out of the air real quick, you know. It's not always necessarily a great idea. You know,
you do have to have the tool set. Some tools are better than others, and you use them more frequently. Stand short's one of those, okay? It's an amazing anti-air. You get to set up this left or right mix-up afterward. Very strong, but it's not the only tool in her toolbox. Mentioned a couple of others. It's not even just those. You can do down strong to slide underneath and do other stuff instead.
Right.
You know, she has all these things. As the game goes on, I mean, people will be incorporating all those things, but for now, we're learning which tools can get past those tools. I guess Ken Hurricane Kick is one of them. We've been seeing that for a little while now. You know, people will get used to that stuff, but
that was apparently the winner's finals match of Pool 5, so that means Julio has qualified out of his pools.
Okay, certainly one of the favorites here.
All right, so now we saw Filipino Man earlier. This is probably, I would imagine, maybe a winner's finals match. He's going up against MNO from Vegas.
Yeah, MNO is a really, really good Dawson player. He's been around for a long time. Part of the Daluminati.
Very close to defeating Alucard at Combo Breaker. He took the first game over Alucard, and then Alucard made the proper adjustments, but he looked really strong there, so this is definitely going to be a problem. And I know MNO and Filipino Man know each other. I saw MNO was at Filipino Man's birthday party just recently, so know these two guys probably know each other pretty decently.
Yeah, nice guy. I met him at Justice House once.
Oh, yeah. Double throw. This time.
A really fun matchup, really interesting matchup on both sides. Oh, okay. So far, Filipino Man's gotten the hang of it. He's really been able to pressure well, and that's what she wants to do. She wants to get in and pressure. Sim has this very frustrating range where he can hang out on top of or below fireballs. We haven't really even seen that come up.
Yeah. It's just kind of, he has the Sentinel strategy from MVC2 where he just basically flies on the other side of the screen.
Right.
And it's really hard to deal with that when you're Chun-Li.
And we're seeing a lot of good reads by Filipino Man. He went in properly. At the end there, he knows it's a frustrating situation for MNO, and that probably he wants to come in with a teleport, and that's exactly what Filipino Man was looking for.
2 meters spent just like that at the start of the round, just to establish some momentum, and that back fierce can be a problem.
Yeah, it's tough to press buttons. That's part of why Sim likes to hang out in the air in this matchup.
Yeah. because that priority system means that those will never trade with standing forward or standing strong. Oh no,
wow.
dashed into it.
There it is.
Nice.
The anvil, get the juggle, yes.
Oh, but the spinning bird kick, yep. Doesn't care what side you're on.
And MNO is building another trigger for this round. See if he can get it. Nope. That's useful too, though. Look at all that white left on Filipino Man's side. If even a jab hits right now, it's legit.
Right.
It's real.
Still there.
Still there. Yes.
There, look, that was the most damaging throw ever.
You know, I haven't seen a sim use that timing. I like that a lot, though. The whiffing stand medium kick as a frame kill in between. That was cool. That was cool.
To get the throw loops timing. Right. Oh, here we go. We've seen this a couple times. We saw MNO challenge with the stand jab check before. That's why Filipino Man did dash up low jab that time.
That was a good read by MNO. And the movement's good, too. He just built super but saves it.
Careful. Oh,
there it is.
Yeah, gonna activate it now.
Yeah, Filipino Man does have meter. Will he use? Oh, no. The movement works. MNO's going to take the first game. So that's a nice, I love the timing on it because it's not a traditional meaty teleport fierce timing.
Right.
It's a timing that's meant to bait stuff. It's a timing that's meant to hope the opponent wakes up with a button. You are teleporting during their button or throw. You come down, you land on them, you get the run, the stun, you get the round.
Fight.
All right, well, we saw Filipino Man lose the first game earlier on stream against Illya. Was able to make the comeback. Filipino Man obviously capable of making the adjustments. Let's see if he can do this here.
Okay, stand short, at least get something. And again, the stun is mounting. There you go.
So that time the stand short anti-air into the follow. Oh, not quite dead yet. Low. Oh, he went for the throw. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, when she stand light kicks Dalsum out of the instant air teleport, I don't think Dalsum's high enough that Chun-Li could dash under. So I don't think that that's a situation that MNO had to have guessed which way to block. Oh, there
Nice.
those bounces off of there.
So important to be able to get that. The damage is so much more than just a back strong or a down strong. All right, look at this, the pressure. There's the escape by Filipino Man. And he really wants to make sure. Oh, I thought he wanted a pressure to maintain his stun going down, but the stun happens anyway. Look at that. What a comeback by MNO. Not really a comeback, but a comeback of the positioning of, the momentum.
Last time, after he had planted that flame carpet, he teleported to the other side, then back to the original side. That time he teleported to the other side, then teleported to the same side. Caught Filipino Man off guard.
Oh boy, a couple of missed dive kicks.
Oh, and a proper punish when he landed too. We see. Oh,
nice.
Good throw. Slide right under there, gets the throw.
Okay, nice range by Filipino Man. Sim trying to slide underneath. He desperately wants to escape the corner. Luckily for him, he does. Filipino Man has to chase again. Back fierce, yes, it traded. Luckily for Filipino Man, by the way. I feel like Anton's getting a little bit antsy right now.
Yep, this is, as we mentioned before, this is where he gets in that desperation mode, but this is a great start. He gets the knockdown off. Oh, a little too far for that combo. Here we go, what side?
EX, no, it's not there. Stand jab just to make sure he's safe.
And look at all that white life.
That's the range. That's frustrating.
Oh, and the stand jab to catch the jump over.
Wow.
MNO.
That was really, really strong Dalsum play, especially against somebody like Filipino Man with that level of Chun-Li. The mix-ups are there for Filipino Man Chun. A lot of the movement is there too. But there were times that it seemed that Filipino Man was starting to get a little bit too antsy. There were times when MNO just had really good movement timings. He slid under a fireball that didn't seem like it was reaction. It was just, I'm going to do it, and he was right. He teleported in the right ways, a couple of very strong mix-ups. He just played great. I loved a lot of what I saw out of MNO right now.
Yeah, you can always recognize it, too. Whenever Filipino Man gets into that mode, he starts walking into a lot of hits. That's when you can tell he has that frustration set in, where a little bit of that desperation sets in. So, unfortunately, we saw that in the last round there, and MNO is going to advance forward. That might have been out of the winners of that pool.
Believable.
But I would imagine that Filipino man now in loser side bracket, so he still has an opportunity to make it out of loser side.
I'm sure he does. Okay, well, who we have sitting down next? Looks like I see a Red Bull hat. Hey, it is.
Okay. And he's going to, that of course is Red Bull Snake Eyes on the right, and he's going to be going up against Valiant, who is a very, very strong player here at Wednesday Night Fights.
I believe these were the two that I mentioned from their pool.
Yeah, the craziest part is that Valiant, I've seen him use Bison, I've seen him use Vega, I've seen him use all sorts of characters. He has a lot of characters under his belt. And, you know, that makes you less strong in one character in particular, but having that decision, having the ability to go between a bunch of different characters, it's such a useful tool to have, especially in this game.
Well, it turns out that it is winners finals of pool number 1.
Okay.
Valiant and Red Bull Snake Eyes. We've seen them fight before here at WNF. Physically here. Same spot as Wednesday Night Fights. So will we see Ryu again? And yeah, good question about Valiant. Which character are we going to see? Especially as Valiant. I don't know if you expected to see Ryu out of Snake Eyes earlier, or what, or if he expects Geef right now. Again, Alex, Ryu, Geef. Not sure which one it's going to be, but the way he played Ryu was, I thought, so good that I want to see more of that. I think we're seeing a maturity come out of Snake Eyes now. Of course, he's been around in North America as one of the best players for the last several years. Okay, it's not a new thing. But for much of that time, he was Geef only, and he would get dunked in bad matchups. I mean, he learned to be good at them. He learned to beat Sagats, but those are still rough. And so you still lose badly sometimes to them. Towards the end of Street Fighter 4, we started seeing more variety. And here, I'm glad to see that if he thinks Geef isn't cutting it, I'm glad that he's not sticking with it.
And you know, one thing I want to make sure that people realize that just because Snake Eyes is quitting Zangief doesn't mean Zangief is a terrible character in this game. We've seen other players like Stupendous do really well with them, but it just might be that Zangief is not the fit for Snake Eyes here. You know, he's talked about how his very reaction-based play doesn't seem to work as well with the 8 frames of lag that people have been talking a lot about in this game. So it's not that, you know, he's like, oh, well, Zangief's terrible. It just could be, I can't play my style of Zangief that I want to, but I can exact the pace with Ryu, so I'm going to play this game instead.
I think Bison, so this is one of the matchups where I like Bison more than some others, because it's a matchup where he can actually build B-meter. In a lot of matchups, he has trouble with it, and that's part of why people think he's not that great. But in this matchup, if the opponent is throwing fireballs, which is happening so far, Valiant already has trigger, right? Like, typically Bison just has to lose to get triggered. You got to get your butt beat.
Yeah, it's just an ultra combo basically for him. Yeah.
Right. Maybe you get a lucky crush counter here or there, but this is a matchup where you can more reliably have it.
Well, unfortunately, he hasn't even had a chance to activate it at all. Snake Eyes taking it, and his Ryu is looking really crispy right now.
Again, the movement is there. The trickiness of moving back and forth is there. And the understanding of when people want to jump in, because he's been jumping in on Ryu's for the past half dozen years.
One thing I will say, though, about this Ryu pick for Snake Eyes, one of the people that he trains a lot with is Forward. And his style of Ryu is looking very Forward-esque.
A reset even with Shin Bison, and he doesn't spend meter. Each of these gets a chance
to the other side. Okay. There it is.
Okay, yeah, nice. Once you get Shin Bison out, the character is much more of a threat.
Fight.
And that's why you said he's pretty decent in this matchup, because he's so scary once he activates V-Trigger.
Yeah, a lot of damage potential available. You can make things like the slide safe, or plus, really.
And then it's just any mistake. He doesn't need a super to drain like 50% of your life.
Yeah.
It's 2 bars or 1 bar is enough.
Oh, wow, the crush. That might be the stun. It is. Snake Eyes is going to be on the ropes. He won't be dead, but it's going to be tough to make this comeback.
Yeah.
Oh. Anything, and there it is. Valiant Game 1 over Red Bull Snake Eyes Ryu. We going to see Ryu again?
I don't know. That's a good question. It could be Alex, could be Zangief. You know, just because he's playing Ryu here doesn't mean he's completely dropped Zangief off of his radar.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not sure either way. I haven't talked with him about it.
Oh no, it looks
Ryu
like he's going to go straight for Ryu. Okay, so down one game, Snake Eyes going to stick it out with his Ryu. This is how you learn, right? This is how you learn different characters in events. Play them all the way out to the end.
You're right. For example, with Justin and Ricky showing up to Wizard Worlds and they're playing their secondary characters all the way through, you have to do that in order to become comfortable with the character.
We saw a situation at DreamHack where Filipino champ didn't want to pull out his Nash in a couple of matches because he didn't feel comfortable enough with him, and ended up losing with Dalsum in some bad matchups. Oh wow, caught him out of the head stomp.
Yeah, we're seeing a much more buttonsy style right now from Snake Eyes.
Oh, nice, but not enough to kill.
Much more buttonsy. Way fewer fireballs. Less chance for Valiant to build trigger.
That overhead from Ryu is always so deceiving because he holds his arm back so long, but then the punch is super fast. Like, it looks like you have plenty of time to get away. Oh, nice neutral jump, but didn't get the combo off of it. You know, we saw that at Combo Break. I forgot who it was who kept using the standing medium punch as anti-air.
Why not? It's very good.
And it works really well.
The confirms are there for Snake Eyes. It's good to see for him. On
Ooh.
Valiant's part, trigger's ready, so if he wants to. No, I don't know if he's going to get a chance. Will Snake Eyes get the hit? Not quite. Yeah, there it is, just to make it safe, just in case.
He could die, like right now. Okay, I like
very
that,
smart,
yeah.
Again, this time Snake Eyes doesn't have it. Trigger's still left a little bit. Valiant now needs something big. The crush!
There it is! Like I said, it's still very possible, and Valiant coming all the way back on that round.
That seemed like it was Snake Eyes for sure, but I'm quite surprised to see wake-up buttons from Snake Eyes in that situation. Or maybe wake-up grab, I don't know. But it's a common crush counter setup for Bison.
And I still see a lot of people, even though he can't stay in the front on V-Trigger when he does the head stomp into Devil's Reverse, people still seem to get confused by that teleport onto the other side.
No punish. Could have had something.
Okay, here we go. Nice confirm.
Snake Eyes huge lively, but we've already seen that. We've seen it melt. We're not going to see it this time.
All right. There it is. Snake Eyes manages to hold out that last round. We've seen a couple of crazy comebacks for Valiant. Now Valiant, another player that could switch, maybe go with Vega instead. If he wants to throw something different at Snake Eyes, like, okay, he's gotten a rhythm of my Bison, so let me throw out this other character, and I already know his Ryu rhythm. Let's see if he can handle my character change, but nope.
I felt that even at the end, it was very close. If that slide had come 3 frames sooner than that fireball, that would have been a crush counter, and we would be talking about it differently right now. I don't know if he would have won the round, but it wouldn't have been that lopsided looking. I really wish Snake Eyes would throw fewer of those. And okay, so he is now. No, or will he back off? No.
Nice chase down, missed the scissor kick juggle. Nice stand jab and gets under. Okay, throws it back this time. It's the first time he's done that. I like it. But immediately the momentum was killed by Snake Eyes wake up buttons.
Plus, yeah, you gotta respect it. You can take a risk, but it's dangerous. Great blocking. Okay, out of the air! He has a little bit of trigger left. No, it's gone now. And there's the safety.
Yeah, God, it's so scary now because Ryu's fireball so fast and trigger.
You know Snake Eyes really wants Valiant to jump. No anti-air attempt!
Oh, he crossed up! Snake wasn't expecting it to cross up. I think he tried to back up at the last second to make it hit from the front.
It said counter hit as well, so I wonder if it was a stand jab that was just mistimed.
Oh wow, Bison actually turned around on that one.
Yeah, it can actually hit behind too. There's a hitbox on that bubble. Okay, we saw a Dragon Punch in that situation from Snake Eyes before, this time blocking.
Neutral jump from Ryu, beating neutral jump from Bison. Here we go. Gets that neutral jump in there.
Snake is looking strong right now, but it's not over. Okay, where's he going? Stays in the front. Very common to see a side switch there.
Ooh, gets in with the slide. Oh, wow, nice jab check. It's kind of similar to stopping Dalsum air teleport, instant air teleport.
It's a cool dash, but it is 22 frames, which is one of the longer ones in the game. So you have to have particular setups to make it safe.
Nice backdash.
Okay. Valiant looking all right. The knockdown, interesting choice.
Okay, this time he blocks it and is able to punish the target combo.
Not as well as he could have. Snake Eyes is now ready with trigger.
Oh no, anti-airs, no uppercuts
Right.
from Snake Eyes.
But he can really harass now. There's no trigger on Snake Eyes side, on Valiant's side.
Oh,
That mix
and
up
it goes for
again.
the reset!
The reset. Where's he gonna go now? Stun on deck.
Still safe. Oh, gets the trade.
I think it's going down now, but still
Yeah.
a life lead. Or not. I'm sorry, Valiant has it now. Snake Eyes is the one who's going to need to make a comeback, and he has to do it against Shin Bison with no V trigger, no V reversal.
Oh, beautiful neutral jumps. And now here's that
There's the
mix
V
up.
reversal.
Ooh,
Just
okay,
built it.
smart, smart. Oh, and just goes for the throw, and Valiant is going to take it over Snake Eyes as Ryu.
And Bison wins.
That's a hype moment for Valiant, for sure. To beat somebody like Snake Eyes, you know all of his success, even if he is going to a new character, that makes you feel good.
Oh, yeah.
That you beat
for
somebody
sure.
like Snake. And the way he did it, I thought was great. You know, I liked the pick. Like I said, I'm not sure Bison is that great of a character overall, but the Ryu matchup is one that I think he handles better than some others. So I thought that was really good. He stuck with it. You know, he showed the damage potential of the character. He showed the mix-up potential of the character. Good play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's one of those situations where, you know, I'm glad to see Valiant doing well after all of his success at Wednesday Night Fights. You know, we're still in the same location, so it still probably feels like a Wednesday Night Fights to him.
Yeah, he's
but,
kind of home, right?
Yeah, but, you know, again, just in these kind of more pressure situations, like, if you haven't been to, like, a tournament like this and have only been in weeklies, like, it's hard to really understand how different the pressure is.
You're right.
Between those two different environments.
Absolutely so.
But from what I can tell, it looks like we're going to have Kelvin Gian from Northern California going up against Chris G.
Sweet. So expecting Guile. Kelvin has a couple of characters, but I think I'd expect Mika.
Yeah, that's why I saw him practicing a little bit earlier today.
Yeah.
And of course, Kelvin, another one of those scientists, likes to come up with a lot of really good technology, come up with good tactics. Good setups, I should say.
Yeah, he has a lot of good setups and a very setup-heavy play style. That's what he looks for. Sometimes he'll give up damage output with that in mind, with setups in mind. I like the Mika a lot. You know, Mika has really become a terror for a lot of people. She's been like that, I suppose, but especially with folks like Fudo showing that she has footsies and she has ground play and that it's not all shenanigans.
I find it really funny that Guile has turned into the Execution Monsters character. Like Guile,
Yeah.
of all people. Because you know who else was playing Guile just this past weekend? Punko.
How about that?
Punko is playing Guile now. He had an opportunity to get that full corner combo. He dropped it, though. Dropped it right at the end, but it's definitely where a lot of those guys are going. Heck, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I picked up Guile.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of an execution fun character.
That's sick, man. I'm glad that there's a character like that for you.
Yeah. So I would have never have guessed.
Right.
If you told me those 6 characters coming out on DLC, Guile would be this execution monster, I would have laughed at your face.
Yeah, well, that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it is very cool.
So we're seeing what I think this matchup is going to be about, which is the chase. Oh, the backdash. Okay.
Yeah, I've actually heard that some people said that Guile is actually good against Mika, but I don't know yet. We'll have to see.
Hey, man, I know one guy who thinks that Guile's the best character in the game. I'm not sure about that one, but we'll see, right? We'll see.
Okay, neutral jumps.
The blocking from Kelvin.
Yeah. And it's interesting because Chris G doesn't play as defensive of a Guile as you would normally think that that a Guile would play.
I'm not sure that's Guile in this game, but
Yeah.
you know, we'll see how it goes.
I mean, that's how Justin plays Guile. It's a very different style between them. Oh! Gets
Tried
the
the
trade.
anti-air. This time Chris G gets out and goes in for the throw. Kelvin had it scouted.
He really want. Oh, here he has the
Big risk.
opportunity.
Not punished. That could have been it, folks.
I would have liked to have seen Chris G do a back throw because that would have put him into the corner and that would have set everything up.
I mean, my man could have had a down strong into flash kick, right? He wanted neutral fierce, down strong flash kick,
Right.
and he just didn't get the timing on it.
And I will also say that if you try to punish anything with Guile, don't use a throw because Guile, I swear, has the worst throw range in this game. I know, like, from a calculated standpoint, he doesn't, but it feels that way. I don't know what it is.
All right, this is good movement from Chris right now. It was not a zoning style. There's a chase going on, but it's not really with booms. Kelvin with the grab this time. Trigger's ready, super almost. All right,
Confirms off of the stand strong. Gonna get the corner carry combo.
see what he can get on this. Looking good. One more setup is all he's gonna need. Yes!
There it is. Baits it out.
Oh, how smart. Oh, you know
he
what? I
missed.
think he wanted that to whip before. I don't think he wanted that to hit.
Oh, smart to just jump back. Oh, here we go. Be
Chris,
careful.
can't do
Oh, no. Be careful. Be careful. So Guile, that's the thing. Back throw into the corner puts Guile in such a favorable position. Meaty low strong can lead to low strong Sonic, low strong Sonic, low strong Sonic. And then get some really cool stuff. Or it can lead into neutral jump like Chris just did and gets the combo off of that.
What a sigh of relief from Chris at the end, too.
Yeah.
Total opposite on Kelvin's side. He knows he gave it up. Another one.
Too far for the knee juggle.
Oh, man. Can that juggle into that Sonic
I don't
boom?
know. That'd be sick if
That's
it
some
could.
combo video stuff right there. Chris G with the wake up again. Will he press? Very lightly. But now it's on Kelvin, and you see he's really fishing for down fierce trigger. Really fishing for it. He wants to get in so badly, so I love Chris moving forward to take control just as it was becoming clear that Kelvin was all about the rush. Chris G himself moved forward, and that's the last thing you expect. Once you're in I gotta get in mode, you're not looking for the other person to get into. That's out of your mind.
Yep.
Smart play by Chris.
Beautiful stuff. Really reading the situation, reading the opponent's mood very, very well. That's what fighting games are all about, man. Here we go in that corner. Wow, wake up, jump back. I didn't even see Chris whiff anything in the air. It wasn't even the jump back tech. And yes, you can charge up so fast for flash kick, especially the light flash kick.
What blocks?
What?
And he escapes through. I don't know if that fierce was intentional. That might have been V reversal.
Oh, just gets up the throw, and he gets back. He just jumps back. Says, you know what? That's so smart because Mika can turn the things around so much with that with the Irish whip, right? She can go from being in the corner to you in the corner so fast. So Chris just said, you know what? I don't even want to be there. I'm going to maintain middle of the screen where I don't have to deal with that mix-up. That's so smart.
Yeah, well, very good mid-range control as well. So we've seen him pressure, we've seen him mix up, we've seen him play the mid-range. They've all been successful. And we talked about Fudo's footsies, and they're strong. But the way Chris is playing, it just looks like his character has the total mid-range control. Oh, wow!
And there's that 3-hit combo. Look at that damage. Ugh.
All right, where is it going to be? The blocking.
Oh, chasing down. Oh, he got caught by the Wake Up EX, and that's going to get punished too. And there it is, Chris G. I got to imagine qualifying out of his pools here.
That must have been winners finals.
Yeah, I would imagine that was qualifying. And again, it's like I said, as soon as I started playing Guile, I was not having a lot of success with him. But just from using him, and you know me, I usually downplay my character so much.
Yeah.
And I was using it, and I was just like, man, if somebody good gets a hold of Guile, I feel like he could do really, really well. Then I saw Chris G and Justin starting to use him, and I was super happy about that. So
I really think he's a good character, I have to say.
Not the best. I'm not even going to put him in top 3 or top 5 area at all.
I certainly wouldn't say top 3. I don't know, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Hello, Stupendous. No, of course, he's too early in release, and every time I see a top Guile play against a top anybody else, it's the first time I see the matchup. Right?
True.
I mean, I've played with him myself. I've experienced the matchups, but you don't know it until you have also seen other people play it, people who are better players than you play it.
Exactly.
And so it's very interesting to see. I love how Chris played against the Mika.
And here he comes, Stupendous, another previous Wednesday Night Fights winner with Zangief.
Yeah.
And in fact, probably the best Zangief in SoCal right now.
I feel that he's the best Geef in the country. There are rumors out of New York that Bum is amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I haven't seen it myself.
There's another a member of Team Na, right? So we don't get to see him at a lot of events, but
yeah, it's his own house, right? It's his own home.
But Stupendous doing very well, and he's going to be going up against Forwood. Now, I mentioned earlier on stream, the interesting thing is that Forwood and Zangief, he has a lot of Zangief practice because he plays against Snake Eyes a lot.
For sure, yeah, he knows the character well. They do have a bit of a different style, and I think part of why Stupendous is still having success with Geef is that I think his style is more SF5 Geef.
I agree.
I think that he's better when it comes to the predictions. I think his choice of normals is better. Snake Eyes, you can see, is it's not that he's playing SF4 Geef when he plays Geef, but I don't feel that he's, you know, you mentioned it earlier, it just might not be the character for him. But I do think that Stupendous fits well with the character. He doesn't think that Geef is very good either, by the way. He also thinks Geef is not good. Okay, Stupendous doesn't really believe in Geef. But the way he plays is just much more of a fit, I think, with this character. We'll see what he ends up doing, but for now, I like that he's still sticking with Geef. It's going to be Ryu, of course, for DL Forward. That's what we expect. He's been playing the Ryu, and I think his is one of the most interesting, too. I love the movement he has with Ryu. It's unusual. Yeah, you see the dashing. It's a more mobile style than you see a lot of the time.
Yeah, I just feel like Zangief has a lot of really underutilized tools. His V skill and even the
oh, very interesting. So that after that, Geef cannot safely press a button. If Ryu presses a button, his will win in terms of timing. But if Stupendous absorbs them, there you go.
Right.
Very interesting opening, especially. That's not even a third game thing. That was the first round. Stupendous playing patiently. Knows he doesn't really need to jump. He has the life lead. Forward clearly wants that.
Caught him out of the jump. That's the great power of that V-trigger fireball.
We really haven't seen jumps from Zangief. At a safe range only. So very patient play from Stupendous.
Oh, he parried one so that he wouldn't get pushed back, so he would be close enough range to take half a step into Tornado. That was so smart.
That is really smart, yeah.
Really
typically you get pushed back if you block, right? And it would have been a safe another fireball for Ryu, but no, it was not because of the absorb.
So good.
Very nice. The fierce ranges are great from Stupendous right now.
Even got the trade off of that low forward fireball. Ooh!
First time to jump in the kick. Forward, I like the pressure. You might as well pressure Geef. He doesn't really have good tools. Stupendous trying to take up some space, but Forward, orange down.
Okay, here we go. Oh wow, nothing from Forward. But Stupendous is trying to bait something out.
Trigger is ready, and that means Stupendous is looking for the fireballs. Forward's not giving it to him. Will Stupendous crack and jump? He hasn't yet.
Yeah, but this is where a lot of people do think this is where Zangief struggles. This kind of comeback situation. But we've also seen some crazy videos of Zangief's doing the most ridiculous comebacks.
He is precisely 2 mix-ups away.
Here's one.
Depending on what he does. Reset!
Super.
James, that was super for sure.
You know what?
It's a common setup. That's will cancel.
It just links. It just links
into super. And that, I don't know if it would have taken it, but it would have been a sliver away.
Right.
If not.
And I think that might have been what made Stupendous miss it. Oops, there we go.
Okay, the James Chen tech.
That's right. So he's going to start this round with a huge lead.
Oh, and the crush and the more damage as well. This is looking good for Stupendous. So much difficulty for Forward. He gives up super immediately.
Yeah, he's hoping to build it back so that he can land it later on. Ugh. There we go. That armored fierce right through there. Yeah, jump forward in the super, so good. Like, more Zangiefs need to use that.
Yeah.
It's so easy to hit confirm. And even on block, the block stun actually ends fast enough that super will connect if the guy doesn't jump.
You know it.
It connects on hit or block. Of course, on hit, it's a combo. On block, they can jump out of it, but they have to be so ready for that.
Yep.
Just in case a lot of people saw this weekend with that weird situation where Guile traded with Zangief Tornado and he supered. A lot of people wondering what happened because you can combo. Once you come out of hit stun, you're invulnerable to throws for about 2 frames, just like when you get up from the floor, when you come out of block stun, etc. So you can miss with Zangief. I've done like standing something link into super and it whiffs even though I'm at point blank range just because the frame data is just wrong. So
yeah, it's happened to me too.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what causes that. Well, there we go. Stupendous taking game 1. Ugh, fierce to the face.
And especially in that last round, that's very convincing. I just feel like it's frustrating to Forwood that Stupendous has not jumped almost at all, and Stupendous has been able to headbutt or armored fierce or just play patiently through fireballs.
Well, that's how you play Zangief. That's the.
I'm
and he finally gets in with the jumping jab. Probably one of the best jumping buttons in the game.
That jump in is ludicrously good. Good damage for Wood, and then he backs off just a little bit.
So nice thing about Ryu, 2-bar V triggers, man. You get yourself some beefy damage in there.
Tried to punish, but I think he was a bit early. Trigger out. It's pretty close for Stupendous, though. If he finds a crush, or even if he gets hit like once more, a couple more blocks is going to do it too. So Forwood's playing with fire here. Stupendous waiting, hoping that there's going to be a fireball or a fierce he can whiff through. That was the big one. One more. Looking for the jump back.
He's going to go for it. Not going to kill.
Can't throw a fireball. And he doesn't, but he dashes too many times. The meaty.
Go for the meaty, but beautiful wake-up uppercut. Yeah. That'll still win. And you know what? It was because he threw him into the corner, I think. If he threw him in the middle of the screen, that uppercut would not have hit.
Absolutely. Ryu did have a bar of V reversal, though. Could have gotten out of it.
Ooh,
wow,
catch
crazy.
him out there. Ooh,
he didn't go for it.
Oh, he's going to be able to combo. That's it. Link, low strong Link into super. Boom. Planting.
Oh, that red makes me so happy. Here comes Stupendous.
What's the mix-up here? Oh, okay, he went for that same trick that we saw at the beginning of round 1, game 1.
And keep in mind, we haven't even seen Zangief with V-Trigger yet. He's going to get it before he dies, if he dies. So this is still a pretty difficult road for Forwood.
Yeah.
All these fireballs are just chipping, and more importantly, they're giving Stupendous V-meter.
Yep, and there's that low jab. I mean, look, it's funny that a lot of people think Zangief is like such not a good character, but if you look at his collective set of normal moves, he has some of the best normals in the game.
Yeah.
Like, his normals are ridiculous.
I really think these fireballs are a mistake from Forwood. They just gave the V-Trigger in there. He can't do it! You can't do that!
That was it right there.
That's just can't.
All he was looking for, especially charging it. Like, charging it was like the number one wrong thing to do, because that's just a reaction with 2 buttons. You don't even have to do any joystick motions to go for that. Oh! Ooh.
Good reactions. Very important for Forwood to escape. Okay, I like the movement a lot more right now. He's not throwing as many fireballs. Okay, but back to it.
Yeah, almost close to stun here. And as long as he keeps blocking those fireballs, he's never going to get out of it either.
Right. He can do a V reversal if he really wants to, but that trigger is so important for Gief.
Right. And we've seen how fast Zangief can drain your life in one good sequence.
Yeah, he's maybe 3 hits away from taking the round.
He's really kind of back to the old school Zangief where like 1 hit will end the round.
Yes. Cannot throw a fireball.
Oh, that slow jab. It's so hard to deal with that thing. Oh!
It wasn't a counter hit. Would a combo don't counter hit? Yes, I love the escape.
Just get out of there.
Had to. And now no more fireballs. Buttons are risky due to any jab.
But that super
going right
is
into
just
trigger.
Looming there. Oh, there we go. No, cancel the super.
Oh, that could have been it. Oh, that's it. Super. It's not going to kill, I don't think, but he's going to be close. Forwood has super left himself.
Forwood.
What's the... Will he...
Okay. Oh! He predicted the fireball, and Stupendous just jumps right over, takes it.
I can't believe he went in, and then furthermore, it was a jump short into SPD.
It wasn't even a combo. He just did short into SPD instead of like fierce into something in a lariat or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Stupendous takes it. Stupendous.
Wow.
Ridiculous with that Zangief. Great stuff.
Such a risk to take, and it was exactly the right one at exactly the right time. And we even mentioned earlier in the match how few times he jumped forward, right? So rarely, just a handful of times the whole time, and it was down to that last moment, that last decision after that whole set of not seeing very many jumps. Forwood, okay, you're not going to jump. Exactly the right time.
Activation, he just knew that the too antsy to throw that fireball because it's so good in V-Trigger.
It is.
And Stupendous had the right read, and there it was. So
I know Forwood knows the match. I know he's played it many times, but the fireballs, look, it doesn't matter that you're taking Gief's life down by chip. It doesn't.
Even
It doesn't
with
matter.
only with 50 more health than everyone else, but still it's significant.
Well, even
you know?
anybody's. If you give your opponent a V trigger like that,
Right.
that specifically shuts down your major mid-range tool, you just can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's such a risk, and I understand what I'm saying is that you should remove that mid-range tool from your game. Not remove it entirely, but the frequency with which Forward was throwing it. That last bar in one of the rounds that Stupendous built of V-meter was all chip damage. It was all him
Yeah.
blocking. And that is a risk, I think, that maybe didn't need to be taken.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, yes, I'm going to say this, but Forward's practice is against Snake Eyes Zangief, but not Stupendous' Zangief.
Again, they're different players.
And I'm not saying that Stupendous is a better player than Snake Eyes. I'm just saying that the styles are so vastly contrasted because Snake Eyes wants to engage you with the footsies and the normals, and I feel like Stupendous has that bulldog mentality better. Like you said, he blocked like 10 fireballs to gain that V-trigger, right? So yeah, I feel like that style kind of threw Forward off.
We were saying I really like Stupendous' style. I think he's the best Gief in North America right now.
Yep.
So we'll see.
But I do believe that's the end of the first set of pools. And we'll be moving on to the second set of pools right now. But if you guys want to follow along the brackets, it is available on smash.gg.
Yeah, if you head to smash.gg, there you go. Smash.gg/Vanguard right there.
There you go.
And you can see what's going on. You can see the pools. I mentioned some of the players to look out for. But if you'd like to see how folks are doing, that's what you can check out. We are going to take a break, though.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more Street Fighter V at Red Bull Vanguard in a little bit.